I hope everyone is doing well. I just wanted to take a moment and explain to some people that need to hear it that in life it's important to take time out, to take time away from everything and everyone, to take time to sit with yourself, to get into yourself, to look at your life's patterns, the places you've been, the places you're trying to go. It's very important to do that. Sometimes we as people, because we like the company of, uh, of others, we don't give ourselves enough time. We jump in and out of these relationships and we lose us, you know, in the haste of being in the company of others, in the haste of being in these relationships. We don't give ourselves time to heal. We don't give ourselves time to really look and figure out why things had to be the way that they had to be, what roles we played in it, what things we can do better, so we can be successful in our next relationship. It's very important that you do that. I'm alone with myself, and a lot of men don't understand how I made that choice or why I made that choice, you know. And though it's flattering to have men to, to see me as an attractive woman and to want to spend their time and to get to know me, it's very flattering. I don't really have the time to do that right now. And it's important that we know that it's okay to be in this place because some people don't understand. I've been in this place for about a year and some now, and gradually I've gotten better. In the beginning, I didn't accept that I had to be in this place and sit with myself. And we all need company. We all want company. It's wonderful to share, time and space with a nice, intellectual man. A man who's, not only beautiful in the inside, but on the outside too. And that we can see eye to eye and we can communicate and we have some things in common. That's a wonderful thing. That's a wonderful thing. And in the beginning, I was on the hunt. But I had to check myself. I had to check myself because I had to start really looking at my life's patterns and figuring out why do all of these relationships that I keep getting into, why do they keep failing? And I couldn't just blame it all on the men. I had to also look at me and understand that there's some things that I'm lacking, you know. And I have to fix that because if I don't fix it, I'm going to keep attracting the same kind of man and I'm going to get the same results, right? So in the beginning, it was not easy. It wasn't easy. I'm not even going to pretend like it was easy. You know, I had my eyes set on this one man and I was going in for the kill with him. But, you know, things didn't work out the way that I wanted them to work out. And now looking back, I realized that it was for the best that it didn't work out the way that I wanted it to work out. Because who knows? you know, I will probably be still sitting here by myself, even after having that, because it wasn't for me to have that. It was for me to sit in this place that I'm in right now. It was for me to get to know me. It was for me to get to understand my ins and my outs. It was for me to try to figure out, what I keep doing, that I keep attracting this same kind of man. And that's ending in these results of broken relationships. It was for me to do that. So it is a blessing, that did not work out, that did not go the way that I wanted it to go, you know. Because I saw you a nice man, very intelligent, has a lot of things going on, and I felt like, yeah, you can add to my life, you know. But now that I look back on it, I don't need him to add to my life. I need me to add to my life. But back then I didn't know that. Back then I had no clue that I needed me to add to my life. You know? So it's a wonderful thing that I got to sit in this place, in this time by myself, in my heart, in my soul, within my being, to figure out me and how I can best service me. Too busy trying to figure out how to make somebody else's life easy, how to, accommodate somebody else and compliment their life. But I have to figure out how to compliment my own, how to accommodate me. Mm-hmm. You know, how to sit with me, how to love me, how to be with me and be happy just with me. And this year has taught me that. It has shown me that. It has given me more than I didn't even expect me to be where I am. I didn't see that. If you asked me a year ago, you know, where I saw myself a year later, I never saw myself here. I never saw myself here in this peaceful place of understanding with self. And I'm so happy that I'm here. Because not only am I better for myself, I'll be better for my mate, better for my family, better for my children, better for anyone who comes into contact with me. I'm better. And it's a beautiful thing. So I sit with myself, getting to know myself and building within myself because I want to be a better me every day. Who I am today, I want to be better than this tomorrow. And it's an ongoing process of me improving. And not to say that a man won't, benefit me, but right now in my where I am, I feel like it'll probably just take me off my course. I really do. Um, I feel like I'm not where I need to be, where I want to be inviting someone into my circle. And there's so much more that I want to be able to offer myself and my mate. And I'm still building. I'm still building. When we come together, I want to make sure that we come together and we're both where we both need to be for each other, right? So we won't have any regrets about this thing. When we come together, we going up, you know. We rising to the top together, he and I, because we both have an understanding of self. We both have an understanding of what we want out of life. We both have an understanding of what it takes. So, me making this decision to sit with myself and to be with self, I think that a lot of people need to start making that decision, is the point that I'm getting at. And also just to clarify for some people, because people keep asking me about, do I have a man? And like I said, it's flattering. Thank you. Okay, but I'm not ready for that right now. So maybe this will clarify that. So I won't be asked anymore, but I probably still will be asked. Yeah, though. But I just want you to understand it's not personal. But maybe it is personal. It's personal to me. It's personal to me. It's not personal against you. It's personal in favor of me. Okay? And a lot of us need to just sit by ourselves. We really do. We really do. Because we just keep jumping from relationship to relationship and it's not helping our situation. We're not getting anything out of it. Because we're not learning why we're failing. Like you have to sit and ask yourself, why do I keep failing at this? You know. And when you sit and you ask yourself, why do I keep failing? You'll start coming up with some really good answers. And then with those answers, you can take that information and you can start changing some things in your life so that you can be successful the next time around. You know that song, the second time around? Mm-hmm. Yeah. But we got to start. We got to start. And today is really the day to start everything. Anything that you want to change, today is the day to start changing it. To start moving in that direction. And I say that because time is limited. You know, so many people out here dying, heart attacks and, the strokes and all these things, car accidents. We don't even want to talk about the other stuff, that other people taking people's lives, or people just being too stressed to cope and deal with life on life's terms. You know what I mean? So we need to start taking some steps to start changing things in our lives ASAP. It's no need to wait. We don't have to wait anymore. You know, because I mean, really, we gonna run out of time. We keep on waiting, and at that point, is what's the use? What's the use? So basically, I just wanted to just get that out in the open that we really need to start taking time. We really do. We really need to stop jumping in and out of these relationships. And we need to start figuring out why they're failing so that we can start doing things differently, so that we can start being successful. Because ultimately, I don't think anyone gets into a relationship with the intent of it failing. We all want to see success. In everything we do, we don't want to fail. So you got to put yourself in a position to win. And part of doing that is getting to know you and making sure what you getting to know you, you know your ins and outs, what you going for and what you not going for. So when somebody come to you with those negative things that you know you not about or you can't tolerate or, not going to add to you, because really ultimately y'all adding to each other. And when you put it all together, you want it to be something valuable, what you all have and what you share. So you got to be careful who you allow into your space. But if you don't know you and what ticks and what, the things you like and dislike and so on and so forth, how you going to pick a good mate? Right? And you have to understand too, getting to know you, we're all human. So the chances of you knowing your mate, you halfway there. You know why? Because we all just want the same things, really. So you taking time to get to know you is a plus plus. You're winning all the way around. And it's well worth stepping back. It's well worth it. Right? So there's a lot of single people out here that just want to be in relationships. But let me ask you something. Are you really ready to be in one? Are you really ready? And the first sign or the first thing that you should be checking is yourself. If you unsure how you moving around and what ticks and what, drives you, so on and so forth, you're not ready. You're not ready. If you don't, have your situations in control, you're not ready. You got to be in control of every part of you before you can start inviting somebody into your situation. Okay? So we just need to take time for ourselves and sit with ourselves and just be with self. Be with self. There's nothing wrong with it. It's the best thing that you can do. Trust me when I tell you it's the best thing that you can do. And it lessens your chances of failing in your next relationship. It really does. Because you can really look and pick a good mate for yourself when you know yourself. When you know you. So we just have to take some more time for us and get into us, and stop lessening ourselves. Stop lowering our standards. You know. We don't have to. We don't have to. Whatever you want, that's what you deserve. Make yourself worthy of it. Make yourself worthy of it. So it's some work that you got to do to make yourself worthy of it. You know? You can have it, but you got to put the work in to have it. Understand that. Okay? So let's just take some more time for ourselves before we get into these relationships. It's basically the bottom line, and that's what I'm doing right now, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I go out on a few dates here and there, so on and so forth, but it doesn't change the fact that I'm not ready. I'm not ready. You know, Mentally, I got some more work to do, and I just love where I'm at right now, just moving on this path right here, because I already got the personalities of my kids. I don't need to be dealing with no man and his personality and what he coming with, especially if he ain't coming with nothing positive. You just disrupting my positive energy with your negative energy. I have no time for it. So I'm building myself up stronger to tolerate certain things, but there's just certain things that I'm not going to tolerate. Not going to tolerate. I feel like I got to be a lot more lenient with the kids in here and my grandkids. I don't have to really do all of that with the man because we're grown. So we know what we need to be bringing to the table. You know, we should already know the recipe to success when it comes to anything in life, business or relationships. And if we don't know, then that's what we taking this time for right here. Sitting with self to get to know what it takes. Okay? So I just wanted to share that. I just wanted to share that because it was on my mind. And I just want, maybe the dudes, before they even ask me, they'll see this and then, it'll stop them. Uh, they already know what I'm about and where I'm standing right now with my situation, you know. But I'm not looking. I'm not looking. And when that time come, I'll know for sure what's for me and what's not for me. And right now, I don't see it. Haven't met it. And, hey, I'm just patiently waiting. And we all should. And while doing that, get to know self, build self up so that when our mate come, we'll be ready. That's men and women. Men and women. I ain't trying to put y'all on blast, but I think men need to do it a whole lot more than the women. Because some of y'all got a lot of work. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So, I love y'all. I'll see y'all soon. Let's keep sitting with self. Getting to know self. Analyzing self. Building these ourselves up so that when we get and we find mates, hey, we can keep them. We can keep them. Okay? But you got to make sure you intact. All right? As always, like, love, share. Okay? Let's just keep on building ourselves up stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And we don't need people to define who we are. We don't need people to give us value and worth. We have that all on our own. Let's tap into it. All right? So when we get with our mates, they can see in us the same things we see in ourselves and they can add to us. Okay? All right. You, me, us, we. We doing this thing together. Okay. MJK.